My name is Maylee Thomas Fuller, and I am the co-founder of the Love Life Foundation. When we started it in 1992, it was literally because George and I always knew that we wanted to do something to give back to the community. And I always knew since I was a little girl, having been in an abusive situation as a child, I always thought that someday my story is going to mean something. I'm going to make it mean something. Well, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that George becoming the mayor of our community has had a huge impact. Not because I think people want to give more to because he's the mayor, but because he's introduced me to a lot of people that I otherwise would not have met. Love Life's been involved in our community, like I said, for over 30 years, but the people that we've met because of his political situation has grown this for sure.
People have grown to understand that Love Life Foundation is a grassroots organization and been here in the community, sewing into the community, involved in the community for over 30 years. And in a very tangible way, certainly in outcomes and whatnot, but also in just a physical presence way. They see Love Life. They see Love Life at events. They see Love Life involved and engaged with organizations in need. And our advocacy is not just writing a check, from a desk, but it's boots on the ground and in-person volunteers meeting needs where they exist.
My first involvement with Love Life actually started as a volunteer, and I volunteered with Love Life, saw what they did in the community and really wanted to be a part of it. So the mission of Love Life is to actually collaborate with other organizations and to help those in need. During COVID, there was a tremendous need in our community and one that we've never experienced in our lifetime. So, the Love Life Foundation, being what it is in our community, was really at the forefront of reaching out to the people in need, many of which never had to ask for help before. And so organizations like Love Life that had been around for almost 3 decades at that time really was a pioneer in collaborating with other organizations to try and reach as many people as possible and provide necessary resources that they wouldn't otherwise have.
Certainly COVID was a difficult period, not just for our charity organization, but for every organization out there that relied on donations. And at the same time, of course, the needs were increasing. So you had a tremendous increase in need and a tremendous decrease in disposable income. So giving was taking a hit, people that were donating to charities, and as I said, needs, of course, growing. So that was difficult for our foundation and every foundation out there.
During COVID, a lot of nonprofits came together and created this community where before COVID, a lot of nonprofits worked one-on-one.
I think we go through phases, and I think there were times where you can imagine that our volunteer pool has changed a lot in the last 32 years. I'm so grateful that I have a core of people now that it truly is like a family.
We work with other nonprofits like Collin County Advocacy Center or City Church and help programs that they have and support those programs and create a larger footprint where individually we won't be able to reach as many people, but collaboratively we will be able to reach numerous more.
32 years later, I can't even imagine how much we've grown from those days. I think last year, we dispersed over $200,000, and we've dispersed close to $3 million in the last 32 years.
For Love Life, or any nonprofit really, there are 3 main ways that you can support us. So, of course, monetarily, through donations, you can do that online, or you can even come to the Love Life Market and shop, and the proceeds go to the Love Life Foundation. But secondly is also to volunteer. We have a Sign Up Genius on lovelifefoundation.com, and we update that with current and upcoming events that you can go and volunteer. And then lastly, for every organization, it really does matter. If you go on their social media, you follow, you comment, those are things that really help get our message across to so many others. So those are 3 ways that you can help us, but also any nonprofit that you choose to support.